Hi, I'm Gary Engler, your socialist grandfather. In the last two episodes of Economic Democracy or No Democracy, an anti oligarchy manifesto, I talked about how economic democracy is in some ways a return to an ancient past when social economies were understood as the common property of all who participated in them. In this episode, I start by asking a simple question. Do people exist to serve the economy, or does the economy exist to serve people? This, this question came to me as the left side of my brain was reading Thomas Piketty's Capital in the 21st Century, while the right side of my brain watched the news. There was an item about a government chopping money from university arts programs to fund apprenticeships because it would produce more taxpayers, which would be good for the economy. Then that was followed by a commercial touting a pipeline, which would also be good for the economy. As my right brain soaked in the TV images, my left brain was digesting statistics that demonstrated conclusively most wealth is owned by a few people, and this inequality is growing. So, do people exist to serve the economy, or does the economy exist to serve people? When the two sides of my brain began acting together, I realized this is not merely a rhetorical question. Rather, even raising the issue is subversive, or at least impertinent to those who maintain the status quo. At its most basic level, the economy is the sum total of the work people do to provide themselves food, shelter, and other things that enhance life, such as recreation, healthcare, entertainment, and art. So the answer to our question should be clear cut. The point of an economy is to serve people. But the reality for most of us is exactly the opposite. We are told the economy demands this or that, as if it were some sort of primitive deity needing to be appeased. Raising the minimum wage is bad for the economy. Expanding the tar sands and building pipelines to ship bitumen or natural gas around the world is good for the economy. Public daycare or increased pensions are not affordable, or it would be too much of a burden on the economy. Mass layoffs and wage rollbacks are necessary for the economy to right itself. But of course, consume anyways. The more disposable, the better, because that's what makes the economy go round and round. Politicians, corporate executives, and the media all send us the message that our lives only attain meaning insofar as we contribute to the economy as consumers or taxpayers. Rather than serving us, the economy has become an excuse to treat us as mindless consumers, to create unhealthy products, to damage our environment, to justify exploitation, to steal from other people, and even to wage war. Why? An obvious answer is that our economy is run by and for a small minority of people. As Piketty's books demonstrate, actual existing capitalism, as opposed to the phony idealized system often taught in school, concentrates ownership of wealth in the hands of fewer and fewer people. This wealth produces both income and power, so much of which has gone to the richest 1% that any effective democracy exists more in theory than in practice. Many of us feel powerless in the face of this inequality. Our Unions have been undermined and delegitimized. The system says our only valid participation in the economy is as consumers. And too often our unions seem to agree. All they seek is more money so we can consume more. They've given up on building a better economic system to replace capitalism. Unions, like everything else, have become brands. What can we do about it?